Yes, ma'am.
As in previous lecture, we discussed about the various patterns of the embryonic cleavage. Today we are going to start or discuss about the transition from fertilization to cleavage. Transition are the change of cell or the entry of cell from fertilization or after the completion of fertilization to the next phase of the development, which is known as cleavage. So the transition from fertilization to cleavage is caused by the activation of certain kind of factors, and such factors are known as mitosis promoting factors or MPF. Students, kindly switch off your microphones. So the important factors, those are required from the change from transition or transition from fertilization to the cleavage, are known as mitosis promoting factors or MPF. So what are MPF? MPF are a special kind of protein factors, and such factors are uh, consist of two main subunits. One subunit is a protein which is known as cyclin proteins, and second are known as the second subunit is belonging to the family of the enzymes which are known as kinases. So one are known as the cyclin unit, and the second unit is known as, or the second component is known as cyclin dependent kinases. Mitosis promoting factors are first discovered as a major factor which are responsible for the resumption of meiotic cell divisions in ovulated frog हैं. So first time जो MPF हैं ये discovered हुए in frog ovulated frog eggs में, जहाँ पे ये देखा गया कि ये factors जो हैं ये meiosis को की resumption के लिए जो है वो responsible हैं. Such factors also play a role after the fertilization and regulating the biphasic cell divisions of early blastomeres, or the cells which are produced in early cleavage regions. So mitosis promoting factors regulating the biphasic cell cycles at early cleavage regions. So what is meant by the biphasic cell cycles? As the early blastomeres are the blastomeres which are produced in result of the cleavage, bearing consist of the two cell phases. One are known as mitotic phase, and the second is known as the S phase. So it means the early blastomeres don't have the G1 or G2 like phases, are the gap phases. So they just consist of the M phase, which is known as a division phase, and also the S phase. So in this case, the interphase only consists of the S phase or DNA synthesis phase. So that's why we say that the early blastomeres bearing only the M phase and S phase. So they have a biphasic cell cycle. MPF are the mitosis promoting factors then undergoes a cyclical changes, and such changes in their level of the activity during within the mitotic cells. MPF activity is highest during the division phase and is lesser undetectable during S phase. So as the MPF shows the cyclical behavior, so their activity is the mitosis promoting factors are, their presence is highest during the division phase or the N phase, and it's lesser undetectable during S phase. The role of MPF is demonstrated by the Newport and the Christianer in 1984. They performed certain experiments. So on the basis of their results, they demonstrated the role of such mitosis promoting factors in during the DNA replicosis. So according to their experiments, uh, the cleaving cells can be, the dividing cells can be actually trapped in the S phase by incubating them in an inhibitor of the protein synthesis. So जो dividing cells हैं इनको एक्सपेरिमेंटली जो है वो inhibit the further cell division or further or the further incorporation of the cell into the later phases of the cell cycle. So इसके लिए certain kind of inhibitor proteins जो हैं उनको incorporate कर दिया गया और cell को inhibit कर दिया गया at the time of S phase or DNA synthesis phase. So when such cells, those are trapped at the S phase by entrance or by use of certain kind of the inhibitory factors. So when MPF, the mitosis promoting factors, are injected to such cells, or those cells which are trapped at the S phase, so in result of the incorporation of the MPF factor, in resulting there, so cell again enter into the division phase, or they prepare themselves prepare themselves to enter into the division phase. And so their nuclear membrane breaks down and their chromatin material condenses in the form of chromosomes. So the disappearance of the nuclear membrane or the condensation of the chromosome is actually marked by the entry of cell into the division phase or the entry of cell into the prophase. So such experiments prove the role of certain kind of factors such as known as the mitosis promoting factors. So such factors actually allow cells from the interphase to the division phase. So after an hour, the such factors or the MPF factors are degraded, and then the chromosomes return to their again into the interphase or the S phase. What causes this cyclic activity of MPF or the mitosis promoting factors? As the MPF contains two subunits, one is known as the cyclin B. Cyclin B is the larger subunit of the mitotic promoting factors, and this factor or this component is actually regulates its cyclic behavior or the periodic behavior, and cyclin B accumulates during the S phase and then degraded during when the cell reaches to the M phase. So the key agent or the key component of the mitosis promoting factor are the cyclin B proteins, and cyclin B proteins are the larger subunit of the MPF. This subunit shows the periodic behavior as this cyclin B accumulates during the S phase and then it's degraded after the cells have reached to the M or the division phase. Cyclin B protein is encoded by messenger RNAs. Those messenger RNAs are already stored in the oocyte cytoplasm. As we discussed in the previous lectures, that the oocyte contains the store of the messenger RNA and the transfer RNAs. So for the synthesis of the cyclin B, information is already stored in the form of messenger RNA in maternal cytoplasm or the oocyte. So if the translation of this message is specifically inhibited, then the cell will not enter into the mitosis. So information is stored in the or encoded in the form of messenger RNA in the oocyte cytoplasm. Then after the translation, then this cyclin B protein is formed or synthesized within the zygote. Then the cyclin B, presence of the cyclin B depends upon its synthesis and its degradation. So as we have described that the cyclin B is accumulated or synthesized during the S phase, and when the cell reaches to the M phase or the division phase, then this cyclin B is again degraded and then cell again entered into the S phase. So cyclin B regulates this cyclin B, which is also known as the large subunit of the MPF. This cyclin B regulates the small subunit of the MPS, which is known as cyclin dependent kinase. So mitotic promoting factor consists of two subunits. One is known as one is the larger subunit, and the larger subunit is cyclin B. And cyclin B regulates the smaller subunit of the mitosis promoting factors, and the smaller subunit is cyclin dependent kinase. So when the cyclin B binds to the cyclin dependent kinase, then at that time cyclin kinase transformed into its active form. So until that, the cyclin B doesn't incorporate or bind to the cyclin dependent kinase. Cyclin dependent kinase still remains in an inactive form. So जब तक MP है, जब तक साइक्लिन B जो है वो साइक्लिन डिपेंडेंट काइनेज के साथ बाइंड नहीं करेगी, तब तक जो है वो साइक्लिन डिपेंडेंट काइनेज जो एंजाइम है ये इनएक्टिव स्टेट में रहता है. जब साइक्लिन B इसके साथ आके बाइंड करती है, देन ये एंजाइम जो है वो इनएक्टिव से एक्टिव स्टेट के अंदर जो है वो कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. सो इट मीन्स कि साइक्लिन B जो है वो रेगुलेट करता है एक्टिविटी ऑफ साइक्लिन डिपेंडेंट काइनेज को, क्योंकि अगर साइक्लिन B इसके साथ आगे बाइंड करेगा, देन साइक्लिन डिपेंडेंट काइनेज जो है वो एक्टिव फॉर्म के अंदर जो है वो ट्रांसफॉर्म होगा, ये एक्टिवेट होगा. So this kinase activates by phosphorylation. So what is the function of the cyclin dependent kinase after its upon its activation? Then upon its activation, then this kinase activates certain other proteins which are present within the cell, and such as the histone proteins. So kinase enzyme activates other proteins by the addition of the phosphate group, and it's known as phosphorylation of the certain other protein. So phosphorylation is actually the addition of the phosphate group. So kinase activates mitosis by phosphorylation of the histone proteins, by phosphorylation of the nuclear enveloped laminin proteins, and also the phosphorylation of the some other regulatory subunits of the cytoplasmic subunits, which are known as such as the actin and the myosin proteins, which are also known as the contractile protein. So the kinase enzyme or the cyclin dependent kinase, upon its activation, phosphorylates certain other proteins such as histone, such as the laminin proteins, or the actin or myosin proteins. So by upon the activation of such proteins such as the laminin protein or the histone protein or the myosin protein, in resulting causes the chromatin condensation or the nuclear envelope depolymerization and the organization of mitotic spindles. So जब ये प्रोटीन्स एक्टिवेट हो जाती हैं, so जैसे हमने कहा हिस्टोन्स की एक्टिवेशन से क्या होगा कि now it causes the condensation of the chromatin material in the form of chromosomes. So laminin proteins की एक्टिवेशन से क्या होगा, by the phosphorylation of the laminin protein, then in resulting depolymerization of the nuclear envelope. So nuclear envelope जो है वो disappear होना start हो जाता है, and then the organization of the mitotic spindles when the contractile proteins are phosphorylated. So जैसे contractile protein myosin है, so इनकी phosphorylation से जो है वो mitotic apparatus form होता है, या organization of the that is related to the organization of mitotic spindles. So without the cyclin B or the which is actually known as the regulator of the cyclin dependent kinase, so without this cyclin protein, the cyclin dependent kinase will not function. So the function or the presence of the cyclin protein within the cell is controlled by the several other proteins and the several other factors. Such factors are the protein ensure its periodic synthesis and degradation. So such factors are the such proteins that regulate the its known as the transcription factors are available in the cell. So that's why then the synthesis of the cyclin B is initiated. As we have discussed earlier that that in early blastomeres, the messenger RNA are already present from the maternal cytoplasm. Such messenger RNAs are translated, and then upon their translation, then the cyclin B is synthesized. So if the certain kind of the protein factors such as the translation factors are available within the cell cytoplasm, then the process of its translation is carrying out, and then resulting the cyclin B is synthesized. Same like that, certain other factors which are causing the degradation of the cyclin proteins are also present in the cells. So the proteins are the factors that causing the synthesis and the degradation of cyclin B proteins are very important for the regulation of the cell cycling, so regulation of cell cycle. So in many species, the such factors or the regulators are stored within the egg cell cytoplasm. So therefore, the cell cycle is not dependent on the nuclear genome. So it's independent of the nuclear genome for the numerous cell divisions. So जो early cell divisions हैं जिनको हम cleavage divisions कहते हैं, so in such cell divisions, the cleavage division cell cycle is independent of the nuclear genome. So in this slide, you can see in the figure that during the interphase, the cyclin dependent protein kinase, or known as the protein kinases, are present, but before it's binding to the cyclin B, they remain inactive. So once the cyclin dependent kinase at the division phase, when they binds to the cyclin B subunits, then then cyclin dependent kinases are modified or changed from its inactive state to its active state. So the active CDC2 or the cyclin dependent kinase protein kinases are the active form of the MPF or the mitosis promoting factors. So when cyclin B binds to the cyclin dependent kinases, then cyclin dependent kinases are changed from its inactive state to their active state. So at the end of the division phase or the M phase, the cyclin is degraded and the cell is again entered into the its interphase at the division phase. Then again its interphase, the accumulation of the cyclin protein, as you can see, is the periodic or the as you can see in the figure, that the synthesis of the cyclin proteins from its one phase to the another phase. In the first, the cyclin is in the form as the cyclin E, then it's changed into the cyclin A form, and then cyclin A is finally transformed into the form which is known as the cyclin B. So the cyclin B is actually the type of the cyclin protein that can bind to the cyclin dependent kinases. So when both cyclin B and cyclin dependent kinases assembled, then at that time the mitosis promoting factors are activated. So the cell is entered into the division phase, from the interphase to the division phase. So at the end of the division phase, again the cyclin proteins are degraded. So upon the degradation of the cyclin protein, cell again entered into the interphase. So during the interphase, cyclin proteins are synthesized or accumulates. So when the cells entered into the division phase, then after the binding to the cyclin dependent kinases, then again at the end of the division phase, the cyclin proteins are again degraded. So when the level of the cyclin protein is again low is within the cell, then cell is entered into the interphase. And when the level of cyclin proteins are higher, or the elevated level of the cyclin protein within the cell, then cell enters into the division phase. So the earlier cell divisions are the earlier divisions which are included into the initial cleavage divisions tend to be rapid and synchronous. So however, as the cytoplasmic components are used up, the nucleus begins to synthesize them. So initially क्या होता है, जो early cleavage divisions हैं वो very rapid cell divisions होती हैं, क्योंकि cell जो है at that time जो है वो biphasic जो during the cell cycle, cell just contain the two phases. So biphasic cell cycle होता है initially, so that's why the early divisions are rapid. And synchronous means that all cells divide at the same time. So such divisions are known as synchronized cell divisions. So initially जो components होते हैं या फिर जो such as the messenger RNAs for the cyclin B proteins are already present within the cell cytoplasm, but later on such factors are used up. So then in the later cell divisions, the nucleus begins to synthesize their own transcription factors or their own cyclin B proteins. So initially ये जो proteins के लिए जो information होती है that are already present within the cell cytoplasm. So after some initial divisions, ये जो already existing components होते हैं they are used up by the cell, and then so जो nucleus है वो new जो components हैं उनको synthesize करने लगता है. So at that time, when the nucleus begins to start the new proteins or the new components for the process of the transcription or the translation, so at that time, the condition is known as the mid-blastula transition. So now the embryo enters from initial cleavage divisions to the mid-blastula stage. So it's known as the mid-blastula transition. So mid-blastula transition is marked by when the cell nucleus begins to start or to synthesize the new protein components for the process of translation or for the process of transcription. So several new phenomena are added at the mid-blastula transition, and such phenomena are the addition of the remaining phases of the cell cycle, such as the addition of the gap phases, as the G1 and the G2 phases are added to the cell cycle. So once these phases are added to the cell cycle, so such phases allow the cells to grow in size. So before this transition, the cell was being divided into the smaller and the smaller cells, but the total volume of the organisms remained unchanged before the addition of the G1 and the G2 phases. In case of the xenopus embryo, the xenopus is actually known as the African clawed frog. So the xenopus embryos add those phases to the cell cycles shortly after the 12th cleavage. So after the first 12 cell cycles are the first 12th cleavage divisions, then embryo entered into the mid-blastula transition in case of the xenopus embryos. And in case of the Drosophila, after the first 14 cell cycle, now the cell enter into the mid-blastula transition. So second is the addition of the gap phases, and the first is the addition of the gap phases at the mid-blastula transition. Second is the synchronicity of the cell division is lost. So it means that the different cells synthesized at different regulators of the MPF, or different cells are divided at the different rates at the different time. So it means that after the or at the time of the mid-blastula transition, each cell have their own MPF factors, or each cell have their different mitosis promoting factors. So हर सेल के अंदर ये जो काइनेजेस होती हैं ये डिफरेंट होंगी, इसी तरह से साइक्लिन प्रोटीन जो है वो हर सेल के अंदर वेरी करेगी आफ्टर द at the time of the mid-blastula transition. So third stage at the mid-blastula transition is the new messenger RNAs are transcribed. So many of these messages are encode the various kind of proteins that will become necessary for the further stages or the processes of development, including the gastrulation phase. If transcription is blocked, and the cell division will occur at the normal rates and at the normal times in many species, but the embryo will not be able to initiate the stage of the gastrulation. सो अगर ट्रांसक्रिप्शन ब्लॉक हो जाती है, सो सेल डिवीजन अगर नॉर्मली भी हो रही होती है, तो सेल जो है वो गैस्ट्रुलेशन फेज के अंदर जो है वो एंटर नहीं होगा, क्योंकि गैस्ट्रुलेशन फेज के अंदर एंटर होने के लिए देयर विल बी नेसेसरी एक्शन टू initiate the transcription of certain new messenger RNAs and then their translation in the form of certain new proteins. So the first transition from fertilization to the cleavage are the role of the mitosis promoting factor. Second is the role of the cytoskeletal mechanisms of the mitosis that plays a critical role from the transition from fertilization to the cleavage. So what are the cytoskeletal apparatus of the mitosis? So as the cleavage is in result of the two coordinated processes, the one process is known as the karyokinesis and the second is known as the cytokinesis. So as the karyokinesis is the division of the nucleus, so the mechanical agent for the karyokinesis are known as the microtubules. So what are the actually the mechanical agents for the process of the karyokinesis? So such agents are known as microtubules. as the microtubules composed of proteins which are known as the tubulin protein. So microtubules are composed of the tubulin proteins. Such microtubules are known as mechanical agent for the process of the karyokinesis. So as the microtubules are for the synthesis of the mitotic, for the formation of the mitotic apparatus, or for the formation of spindle fibers, or for the formation of the kinetochore microtubules or the astral microtubules. So the key agent for the synthesis of for the process of the karyo, so as the mitotic apparatus are responsible for the alignment of the chromosomes at the equatorial plate, or their separation during anaphase at the telophase. So mitotic spindle fibers or the apparatus are formed by microtubules, are originated by the microtubule. So the key agent to carry on the process of the karyokinesis or the division of the nucleus are known as microtubules. So the second is known as the cytokinesis. So cytokinesis is actually the division of the cell cytoplasm, or the division of the cell. So the mechanical agent for the cytokinesis are known as the contractile ring of the microfilaments. So such ring of the microfilaments are composed of actin proteins. So as the actin proteins, same actin proteins which are present in case of the egg microvilli, are the actin proteins which are present in case of the acrosomal processes. So in case of the cytokinesis, the mechanical agents are known as actin proteins, or the microfilaments. So both the tubulin proteins are the are the actin proteins, or the microtubules are the microfilaments, are actually form the cell cytoskeleton. So they are the component of the cell cytoskeleton. सेल साइटोस्केलेटल के जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं उसमें माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स होते हैं, उसमें माइक्रोफिलामेंट्स हैं, उसमें इंटरफीडिएट फिलामेंट्स आ जाते हैं. So as the microtubules and the microfilaments are the components of the cell cytoskeleton, so we can say that the cytoskeleton mechanisms or the cytoskeletal components also plays a key role to initiate the first mitotic division, to initiate the cleavage division. So from fertilization to the cleavage divisions, one are known as the mitosis promoting factor. Second are the cell skeletal components plays a key role from the transition from fertilization to the first cleavage division, or from fertilization to the first mitotic division. As you can see here in this figure, so this figure shows that the cytoplasmic cytokinesis phase, the cytokinesis stage of a cell. So during this phase, a microfilaments contractile rings appears, and this ring actually causes the invagination of the cytoplasmic membrane. As you can see here, a cleavage furrow is formed, and this cleavage furrow is formed by the contractile ring, or by the microfilaments. Second mechanical agents of the karyokinesis, you can see here in this figure, which are formed by the microtubules, and they are known as the mitotic apparatus, or known as the spindle fibers. That's all for today.